If you are a fellow book girly and you strongly identify with light feminine energy, people often describe you as more sweet and innocent and carefree, and maybe you give off Disney princess vibes, and you still want to feel seen and represented in the stories that you read, don't worry, I've got you. Hi, my name is Caitlin. I am a feminine energy and manifestation coach who is on track to read/listen to over 200 books this year, so I am more than qualified to give book recommendations for each of the 7 feminine archetypes. Maiden archetype women are represented by the goddess Persephone, and they are the kind of girls that are a bit more carefree. They're very innocent. They are naturally youthful regardless of what age they are. Maiden archetype women are very charming. They're very endearing. They kind of give off please take care of me vibes. Maiden archetype women tend to be the female main characters in stories where the journey that she goes on has to do with her growing up and maturing. You can find maiden archetype women in stories that center around female main characters that are hopeless romantics or dreamers. It's easier to find maiden archetype women in stories set in the modern day, or at least not in a fantasy world. Classic fantasy and romantasy stories need more driven, intense, active female main characters in order to drive those types of plots. Let's give some examples of maiden archetype women across various genres. So starting off with romantasy, definitely Elaine Archeron from the Aquatar series is one of my favorite examples of the maiden archetype woman. She's soft, she's sweet, she's a little bit directionless, and I really can't wait to see how her character grows and changes as the series goes on. Although we don't know a lot about her yet, Jupiter Andromeda from the Crescent City series is also most certainly a maiden archetype woman. If you are a contemporary romance reader, my favorite example of the maiden archetype woman in books period is Ava Chen from the Twisted series, specifically in the first book, Twisted Love. Maiden archetype women like her tend to be very sunshiny and bubbly. Not enough people have read the Bellinger sisters duology, and the first book, which is called It Happened One Summer, has a female main character in it named Piper Bellinger. I really did not like her whole LA airhead thing that she starts off the book with, but by the end she's become one of my favorite contemporary romance female main characters. If you're into classic literature, Daisy Buchanan from The Great Gatsby is, in my opinion, the maiden archetype woman in classic novels. Jane Bennett from Pride and Prejudice is a wonderful example of the maiden. Also, Marianne Dashwood from Sense and Sensibility is an excellent classic example of a maiden archetype woman. If you yourself are a maiden archetype woman and you want even more examples of other real and fictional women who are also maiden archetype women, feel free to check out my brand new Feminine Archetypes Masterclass course. If you're interested in checking out the course, you can find it on my website, thedreamgirlacademy.com, or you can find the link to it in my bio. I would love to see you there.